Hey y'all, it's Mama TPG with One Love, One Light Tarot. Welcome to your Aquarius, what you have to look forward to reading. So I'm not going to do my fun background today because this is my one last effort to see if I can still, go live on TikTok and then repost the replay on my YouTube channel. But what's been happening is it's creating like where the video and the audio don't match, and I know the message still gets out, but I know it's annoying, so I just I didn't want to discourage people from watching on YouTube. So anyhow, let's get started. We'll see if this works without using the background. Maybe that will help. Otherwise, I'll just go to doing separate lives on TikTok and then still filming my content separately for YouTube. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to use the Empathic Oracle. So these, the wording for these is very focused towards empaths. So you may or may not, not register, resonate as an empath, but they're still really valuable information. So what do we have for Aquarius? Now, what I was getting prior to going live was this need for patience. And I don't think that it's like you're feeling really antsy to move, but it's like you're really anxious for some type of change to just happen. And I feel like there's a reason why you're feeling kind of stuck, and it's really because there's something that's going to help you to recognize your own power, something that is going to empower you. I'm not sure, but that is what came through right before the reading, so we'll see if any of that energy comes out in the reading. So this is a reading for Aquarius, and it is focused on what you have to look forward to. All right, so what do we have, Spirit, for Aquarius? All right, so we have gates. So this is number 25. We do have the 8-8 Lionsgate portal coming up. So this may be very significant for you. So let's go ahead and we're going to read what that says, but I want to also see, at the bottom of the deck we have specialness. So that star energy, that uniqueness. And we will talk about that a little bit. So let's see what it says in the book here for number 25, gates. Okay, so we'll just do this here. Oh, I can do it like this now because usually I have the green screen thing going on and it erases the card when I hold it up like this. So we'll just go like this. Today I choose to choose. In this, I will begin to learn the dynamic of the energetic context of the presence to growth in choice. So many times as an empath, two differing possibilities collide. The rambling in your thoughts, the experience of what your feelings are, and then the energy that presents itself from within or from outside of self. An experiential crossroad that is very real and at times with no clear answer because of the overload of information. This is where the gate derives its power, the duality of choice. Step into or freeze in the fear of mistake. The real gift waits on the other side, the place of energetic learning and strength that is gathered from the choosing to climb and move up and forward into the gift of who you are. So ask yourself, am I freezing in inactivity because I feel there is no clear direction of where to go or what to do? Know this, there is no wrong choice. There are only opportunities waiting to be experienced. Each choice will bring you closer to your most authentic expression of who you are. And I couldn't have put it more better, because that's exactly what I was feeling prior to this it's like you've been waiting for something to happen, but I think what it is really a fear of choosing because you don't want to make a mistake. And maybe you've been through some, major things recently that you're blaming yourself for. And that can really stir up that shadow of fear in you, right? So I feel like it's almost like saying you actually are making a choice by not making a choice. And Does that resonate with you? Not making a choice, is that what you need to do? And I don't think it is. But there is something that is building up your power here. So we have at the bottom of the deck, it's funny because that was 25 and this is 52. So they're kind of like mirroring each other. So this specialness is going to be significant. It's showing you something possibly about yourself that you're not realizing. Okay. So it says, my unique corners and edges all fit perfectly into the shared goals of others. In the drive to be special, sometimes the gift of similarity gets lost in separation. The drive to be better and stronger than others creates a void as competition takes hold. In this void of separation, it becomes very difficult to experience energetic similarities that can be built upon for a common goal. It is true that this serves a purpose, but if you separate yourself as special, the opportunity to experience someone else's perspective is lost. All energetic communication is vital to making choices. By separating yourself from the circle, then that information is not available. Specialness and competition only serve self. You need to find your place in the puzzle of life. So ask yourself, are others around me in a false sense of specialness? Has competition made it difficult to form friendships and relationships? How do I try to feel special? Is someone else's need to feel special causing a disturbance in the balance of a relationship? And I think we all want to feel special, but I think that we find much more empowerment and connection when we are looking at our similarities. And it's like our similarities are what bring us together. And then it kind of creates a more dynamic connection once we are brought together and then able to share our uniqueness, if that makes sense. That's what I see that as. All right, so let's get a Laws of Attraction card to look at your money and career. These cards may, cross over. The theme may cross over into other areas of your life besides money and career. Oh, okay, so we have flow. And it says, riches flow into my life in many ways and from many directions. So going with the flow, allowing Spirit to bring forth things without trying to fight towards it. I really feel like you are in that place, actually. So because of this kind of stuck thing, you're also able to see what is passing you by and what is coming towards you and where things are going, right? So there's definitely, and you may not feel stuck. That's just what I was getting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have attitude. It says, I attract success and positive people into my life with my positive attitude. So I feel like this kind of looks like the Hermit card. It's like shining the light in the dark. And I feel like there is a light within you that needs to be shined outwardly. And this is going to create your positive attitude. So finding your own positivity within so that you can shine that light to others. That's what's going to also create that flow, that drawing of things that are meant for you coming to you. Okay, and then we're going to get a Crystal Angels card for health and wellness. Again, this could cross over into other areas of your life. And we have Aquamarine, Divine Life Purpose. This is a big deal here. Okay, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So I definitely feel like there are angels, passed on loved ones, ancestors, your guardian angels, God, whatever it is that you believe in. There are signs being presented to you. Now, just like, and it may seem little, but just like how I noticed that that 25 for gate and then 52 for specialness were like mirrors of each other. That is vital information, and it's like you have to be open to seeing those things, though. You won't notice them if you're not looking for them, if that makes sense. You have to be open to seeing those signs. And this is really your divine life purpose. So I feel like we're going to be seeing 111 or 1111, 222, 555. These are the areas where choices and ascension is made and, positive movement forward. But it doesn't just have to be numbers. So don't just get caught up on just numbers, but definitely be open to seeing that, because one of the things when I was struggling with that was I just decided in my brain, in my heart, there's no such thing as coincidences. No such thing. Absolutely. Coincidences do not exist. Everything is not a coincidence, right? And that may sound kind of cuckoo and be looking like every little thing is meaning, but when you start to see the meaning in every little thing, it opens you up to seeing so much more. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Tiger's Eye, self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Absolutely love this, especially with this divine life purpose here. All right, so let's see how this is playing out for you, Aquarius. I'm going to use the Patch Tarot, which is Spirit Science Tarot deck. What do we have as the recent past energy for Aquarius? And we have the Hermit. And I was talking about the Hermit with this attitude. You know, it's like shining the light within, which also can be shining the light without, right? As above, so below, so within, so without. And so what I'm getting here is that that's probably what you've been, if you are in that stuck energy, like I was saying, it's for purpose. It's for that time of really doing that inner soul journey, taking that time. And sometimes we've been so caught up in how busy life is for everyone in the world that it's hard to make that time. And so sometimes things come in to force that to happen. So you could have been through some type of tower moment or, major ending of something, and it's put you in this mode, the perfect place to do that soul journey. Are you actually taking that time to do it? Are you frantic because you don't know how to operate when there's not a million things to do? You know what I mean? It's really hard to quiet yourself in those times. So what's the current energy here for Aquarius? And we have the Three of Cups. So this is very social energy. This is about connecting and recognizing the support that you have around you. This could be very celebratory. So this may be, like you've been in a time where you've had to be by yourself, and now you are feeling much more supported and loved. This could even be like reuniting or a reunion, reconciliation energy. What is the challenge here for Aquarius? And we have the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Wands, there is people around you, and it's like, this is supposed to be kind of like, what's the word, like sparring, or, like getting yourself in good condition for the battle or the fight or the competition. So it definitely could be speaking to competition. It could be, if this is about like getting a job or something, your challenge is your competition. And so I feel like it's been hard if it is about a job, it's been hard for you to really focus on what makes you unique. But I think that what Spirit is saying, especially if this isn't a job, is don't focus so much on what makes you unique and stand out. Focus on how you align with the company you're trying to get a position at, or even in your job search or whatever. Be looking at places that align with you, that are not going to present this type of situation to you. All right. What is the advice here from Spirit? And we have the Star. There you are. You are a star. I can't see. So this is you, Aquarius. And this particular deck says that the star is faith. So I definitely agree with that. I think that the star is about faith. It's about spiritual protection. It's about magic happening, wish fulfillment, and guidance. Guidance and protection from the divine. So it's like having faith in yourself and having faith that the universe is creating something for you to go towards. All right, what's the outcome here? And we have the Two of Cups. So this could be definitely for a relationship. This could be about healing a relationship. This could also be about, if this could be if you have recently ended a relationship. This could be about reconciliation of that, but it can also be about a new partner coming in that is more aligned with you. We're getting a lot of this alignment energy. And so I feel like that is something that you need to focus on, kind of looking at what is in align within you, and then how do you align with others? Because that's what's going to bring forth, what's truly in your highest good. And so that could be about, and if it is a job, even Two of Cups, this is like looking at, does this company, their values, their culture, their product, or whatever it is, the work that you would be responsible for, does it align with you? So this could be about work or about relationships. And I find that a lot of times it's the same thing. If you are struggling in work, or operating in a bad environment at work, it's like that ends up spilling over into your home as well. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify this. So why is this Hermit here as the recent past energy? And we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, I'm getting that this was about a job, because a lot of time with the Page of Wands, I feel like that's about like a job offer or a position you're holding in a sense. And so I feel like this is about looking at what truly defines you. Understand that your job is not what defines you, or a relationship that ended. If you were a husband or you were a wife and now you're not, understanding that that's not what wholly defined you. So it's about figuring out what does, though, define you, right? So why is this Three of Cups here as the current energy for Aquarius? And we have the Strength card. So I feel like this is a reminder. It's a reminder that you aren't all alone in the situation. You have support around you that is empowering you. If you look at this Three of Cups, this is like, it's like they're saying where three heads come together is better than one. It's like you have that support. You just need to reach out and grab it, or be open to receiving support. We can tend to, even when we know we have support, if we start to devalue ourselves, we don't want to reach out. We don't want to bother people. We don't want to be a burden to anyone. But, I feel like those, when you look at it, those are relationships that you've built, and you've probably been there for them, and give people the opportunity to be a blessing to you as well. So why is this Five of Wands here as the challenge? And we have the Five of Swords. So I'm getting very similar energy with this. It's just like, I feel like you have been, and it could have to do with a lot of the cosmic energy. It seems like you're almost drawing yourself to be in situations that don't align with you. And so I really feel like it goes back to really doing that inner journey to kind of change that attitude, change your attitude, and really understand how your spirit aligns with things or not. Because when you start having conflict because you're going towards things that don't align with you, it's going to cause conflict. It's going to cause chaos within, which then just creates that same chaos and conflict in your outer world, in your environment. Okay, so why is the Star here as the advice? And it says the eight of, okay, so we have the eight of I can talk, I promise I can. Eight of Swords. So, you know, this is about having faith that I feel like there's clarity here. There's light being brought to the situation. You've created this little prison that you're in. Understanding that so that it can all fall away and you can be more open to what the divine is trying to bring you, what God is trying to bring into your life. Have faith that there is a higher purpose for this. Also looking at, it's like, you know, the Eight of Swords cannot see the way forward, but they don't know that they're the ones that put the blindfold on. And there is, you know, they have access to the exit here. And I feel like there's emotions here. I feel like that is your exit point, is really allowing yourself to feel the emotions. You know, when we get into states of like depression or anything, a lot of people misjudge that, thinking it's this like the ultimate level of sadness. In actuality, it's the ultimate level of not feeling anything. So it's out of fear of the pain, right? But sometimes we have to experience the pain and the low points in order to truly see how beautiful the high points are, right? And that's what you're being carried towards, up and out of, right? Okay, so why is this Two of Cups here for Aquarius? And we have the Magician. So yes, what do you align with? Where are you going to be a spiritual match? Where are you going to be in your highest power? What are you bringing? What are you manifesting? Because that's what I'm saying. It's like this energy here, you've been manifesting essentially because you're not aware of what you're doing. You're manifesting chaos and conflicting situations. And that's hard to swallow, but once you realize that you need to start focusing in on the things that matter, the things that mean something to you, the things that align with you, then you're going to draw more of that in. And that is the whole idea of the Magician. Okay, the Magician has everything they need to manifest anything they want in life. That's a major epiphany for a lot of people. All right, so we have at the bottom of the deck this Ace of Cups. So I do feel like all of this is really stems from self-love. It's like this all can look like a lot of work, but when you first really start loving yourself and understanding your worth, then it's worth it, right? Because it's for you. You're worth having your heart's desire. You're worth having the universe. You're worth having the sun, the stars, the moon. That's what the Faith card is telling you. Or the Star card, the Faith card. Beautiful. So yeah, and that self-love is going to go back to, it's like, how do I get self-confidence when I don't believe in myself? How can I start to believe in myself? Well, first bank on having God's power within you. So it's like self-confidence through God confidence. And then it's going to come because you're going to, as you start really believing and seeing things manifest in a beautiful way, then it becomes your power. You're tapped into God power. That's big. Okay, so I'm going to get some Making Magic guidance. Holy Spirit, what guidance do we have for Aquarius? We have Felix Felicitas, power symbol to create lucky, serendipitous events. What else do we have? Trinka 5, and I said we were getting manifesting money and income, and I said 555, remember. So this is your sign. This is the signs that you have to start looking for, not just fives, but repeating numbers. You know, just a song coming on the radio or whatever that reminds you of something, reminds you of a person that's passed on. They're giving you advice that way. I mean, it could be a song, it could be a movie, it could be a quote, it could be, you know, just seeing a person that reminds you of someone else. It's like these are things put in your path to stir to stir up the understanding of what, where they're trying to guide you to, or how they're trying to comfort or heal you. Okay, and we also have Earth. It says, ask the element of Earth for grounding, stability, and strength in times of chaos. So this is also an acknowledgement to that chaos that I was talking about. And so it's giving you the clear answer to that chaos, to calming and, bringing that into some type of order is Earth. So this is about getting outside, getting, your feet in the grass and the sand. In the northern hemisphere, we're in summertime, so take full advantage of that, because that can be a really good foundation. Really getting a lot of time out in the sun and in nature, it's really building that solid foundation for you to have power moving forward into even the months that aren't so beautiful. They all are in their own way, right? We all have our preference, though. All right, those are the messages that came through. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you came in late, you can catch this on my YouTube channel. I'll post the replay. Hopefully the video and the audio will match when I post the replay. Let me see. A lot of requests for readings. Right now I'm not doing personal readings. I am going to get back on. I just haven't had time. But I want to get back on and do the twin flame readings. That was so much fun the last time I did it. So I want to do something like that soon. And so I'll go live, and it'll be exclusively for doing twin flame scenarios and readings and advice. So thanks so much for watching. Remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.